Hey everyone, Jeff Gatz here. In this lesson, we're going to look at the triple stroke roll rudiment. I'd like to demonstrate for you what it looks like, what it sounds like, give you some practice suggestions, and also talk a little bit about some technique suggestions that I hope you might find beneficial. Before we begin, please do me a favor and click the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Also, this is part of my rudiment series, so if you want to learn more about other rudiments, please check out my YouTube main page for more videos about those. So what is the triple stroke roll? Well, the Percussive Arts Society notates this rudiment as groups of 16th note triplets, played as 3 strokes per hand in an alternating fashion. So right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, left, left. Here's a demonstration. So how can we practice this rudiment? Well, there are 2 common ways to practice any rudiments. So first we have practicing with a metronome at various tempos. And second, we have a method called open, close, open. First, let's take a look at practicing the steady tempo. This is a common way to practice just about anything on any instrument. And here we're going to be just setting our metronome to a comfortable tempo and playing our triple stroke roll along with that. While it can be tempting to accent the first note in each group, there actually aren't any accents in this rudiment, so we need to remember to try to keep those notes as even as possible. Remember to practice leading with your right hand as well as your left hand, and it's a good idea also to try to increase the tempo gradually as you become comfortable. Next, let's look at open, close, open, also known as open, closed, open, or slow to fast to slow. Here we will begin playing at a slow tempo and we'll gradually speed that up as smoothly as possible until we reach our maximum tempo. At that point, we'll begin to slow back down until we reach our starting tempo. With this method, it's pretty easy to spin out of control when you start to speed up, so I would suggest really focusing on how it feels throughout the process and try to increase the tempo for yourself deliberately. This rudiment is fairly straightforward on paper, but in contrast, I think there's a lot going on in terms of technique. So for that reason, I thought it might be helpful to explain what my hands are doing while I'm playing the triple stroke roll. First and foremost, I use what's called matched American grip. And if you don't use that grip, or maybe you don't know what grip you use, then that is totally fine. I hope you can still find this helpful. Let's unpack what I mean though when I say matched American grip. First, when I say I use matched grip, that means that I hold the sticks the same way in both hands, with the stick situated in the space between my thenar eminence and my hypothenar eminence. Two regions of my hands that I'm sure most people never knew had any name. Then I point the stick more or less at the knuckle of my index finger and wrap my fingers around it from there. I have about 1 inch of the stick's butt sticking out from below my pinky. I also said that I use American grip. So whereas German grip points the palm down to the floor and French grip points the palm at the wall, like you're karate chopping, I face my palm at roughly a 45-degree angle from the floor, and I use my wrist and fingers somewhat equally to control the stick's movement. So I say all this just to give you context for the movements. At slower tempos, I play each note as an individual wrist motion. And when I speed up, the movement becomes one large downstroke with my arm and wrist, and I use my fingers to control the stick to create the next two notes. Basically, what I'm doing is using the Moeller technique. I'm relying on the whipping motion to create a larger downstroke, and then I use the wave of momentum to create a tap stroke and then an upstroke. Now, if you're curious about all that, you can Google search Moeller technique, and you'll find out much more than I could ever possibly tell you in this video. With that, I hope you enjoyed this quick lesson. If you have questions, please add them to the comments area in this video, and please check out my other lessons on my YouTube main page or at gatsdrums.com. And last, if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.